something, but I thank you so much for taking your time to join this seminar so that you're going to learn more about what Nevada is all about. I know after winning the award, I was approached by a lot of people wanting to know more about Nevada. They wanted to know their operations. What is it that they are doing? How can they be part of Nevada? So this is the platform where you're going to learn more about Nevada and their operation. So allow me, ladies and gentlemen, to welcome you in this seminar. So I suggest we start. What's the floor saying? Do we start or do we wait for 5 minutes extra or what do we do?
I'm happy to start from my side, Simon. Just let us know. All good.
Lola?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yes. So I'm happy to start from my end. I'm not sure if you want to wait a couple more minutes for other attendees to also join. Nambita, what do you think?
Okay. Colleagues, do you want us to start at 5 past or do we start now?
Can you give them these 3 minutes, then you can start at 2:05?
Okay, 2:05.
Yes, thank you.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Okay, thank you. And let me welcome those who just joined. We are now 42. So as per the floor suggestion, I think we can start now. So like I said, my name is Mujabiru Lisiba Simon. I'm based in Limpopo, the University of Limpopo. I will be the program director for this seminar. So I'm going to introduce to you the speaker of the day. Our speaker is Miss Lola Diantaina. So Miss Lola is a customer relations manager and also the assistant project manager at Nevada LMS. So she will be guiding us through the modules and also showcasing the platform's digital resources as well as the features that revolutionize library workflows, as it is time to transform your library operations and also to embrace the future. So, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome Ms. Lola, who is our guest speaker. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Simon, and good afternoon, everyone. I am just quickly sharing my screen and setting myself up on this side. Just a second. Here we go. All right, so today is quite exciting. We are very excited for this opportunity to share with you all a bit more about Nevada LMS. If you know of us, if you don't know about us today, I hope that you can find out a little bit more. Before I begin, I'd just like to extend a sincere thank you to the LIASA and the emerging librarians for organizing this session for us, and I hope you all enjoy it. Right, let's jump in. So today we will take a closer look at Nevada LMS 2.0 platform, which has been re-engineered based on the feedback from librarians at diverse institutions. Our aim is to help libraries acquire all titles in Nevada LMS through a customizable multi-vendor audit trail acquisition system. The platform offers tailored modules and solutions to meet the unique structures and workflows of different libraries to just set up all their needs. So Nevada actually also has a structure to support all types of libraries. So this includes academic, provincial, public libraries, and also special libraries. So we'll start with a brief overview video to give you a glimpse of what Nevada LMS has to offer, followed by a live demonstration through the system, just to identify some key features. And then we will jump back to the presentation to explore further modules and solutions. And then we will have a Q&A session after that. So please sit back and enjoy the video. Right, so now that we've seen an overview video, I will quickly just jump over to a live demonstration. So I'm just quickly going to adjust my screen share on this side, just a second. All right, I believe you all should be able to see the Nevada platform now. So the platform, once you sign in, you will find yourself on Nevada Discovery. So Nevada Discovery is the core and the search engine of the entire system. So if I just scroll down a bit here, we can see all the different facets that you can use to create a search. So this really enables you to have the opportunity to specifically curate your search according to what you are looking for. So all these facets can definitely be used together. The more facets that are used together, the smaller search result you get, because obviously it funnels the information through all of the filters, but it is not necessary to use all the facets when doing a search at all. Starting from the top, we have Quick Find. So Quick Find enables you to do a quick search to generate the fastest result on an ISBN or a title. So here we do see a predictive list of titles. Here I'm just going to open up the first title, and then we can have a preview of how the data actually pulls through. So just giving it a second to load. Sorry, it doesn't usually take this long. Yo. Give it a second. Let me maybe just start from the beginning again. I don't know, maybe my internet is dipping here on this side. Apologies for that. Just do it again. There we go. So here we see the generic information on the title. So this includes a short description, the date of publication, the language, the country of publication, publication status, imprint, publisher, format, number of pages, the identifier, and dimensions. You can always drill down and go and explore the author to find other titles also by that particular author, which makes it quite simple to just explore. And then if you go into the publisher, you can actually find the publisher's contact details. And this might be for the case of maybe you want to find out about pricing and availability. But in this case, we do have that information available for this title. So if we just scroll down a little bit more, we find further enriched information on the title. So this can include the description, reviews, sales rights, more pricing information, the particular audience which the title is for. Next, we can see the subject and qualifiers. So this includes big, thema, and a whole list of others as well. We have Dewey here as well. And then further, we find our distributors, RPG, which stands for the Representative Publisher Groups of South Africa, and then wholesalers. So there are two main functions that you can use when you actually open a title on Nevada. You can say, right, I am interested in this title and I actually want to add it to one of my lists so that I can send it for procurement. So at the moment, I have two active lists on my profile. So I have a readers list and an open access list. If I were to add it to my readers list now, it will be available there for that procurement request. So we can also go to view my list, but I'm going to go do that shortly and give you some more explanations on that request that you can create. Additionally, a second feature that you have here, for instance, if you open a title and you notice, right, I'm actually missing some information. I don't know who the publisher is. Then in that case, you can head over to the submit and edit button, which enables you to actually pop us a quick comment saying, is the publisher information available? You can upload a file or a screenshot and just submit that request. So it actually makes it quite easy to just communicate to us what you need on the go as you are working, and you don't have to go create a ticket or send an email. It's just on the same page. So heading back to discovery, I just want to run you through the rest of the facets, and then we can explore some additional features that we find. So with each facet, there is an info tag on the side of each single one to actually explain how to use it, what you will find if you would put information into the field. So any search enables you to search for an exact phrase or keyword for a title. We have various countries of publication that you can select from, as well as for the publication status. With our languages, quite interestingly, we have many languages available, as you see on this list. But I want to point out that we have all 11 official African languages on this list with titles behind them as well. So for our African audience, it makes it very easy to actually just work with discovery and find data that relates to our African audiences. Further, we find our publisher and imprint, where you can do a specific search according to what you might be looking for. And then in this next section, we have various subject keywords and qualifiers that you can do your searches with as well, thema subjects and Dewey subjects. And then here, I'd like to point out specifically that we have a special public library subject field, which we have created. So here you can find various title genres, I would say, with all 11 official African languages. So again, just specifically focusing on our African audience, and to find titles that, you know, we need here in South Africa. So this would definitely be worth exploring. There's obviously a freehand subject field if you're looking for something specifically. You can set a publication period as well. And then here we find our binding formats. So there's, I think, about 23 of them listed here, and you just basically select those of interest and then do a search according to that. With material type, here we have articles and journals. So all articles and journals on the Nevada Discovery is open access. So anyone that has a profile with Nevada can definitely utilize those articles and journals as free resources. Further, with our vendor, we have here Snaplify and VitalSource, which are ebook vendors. And we have done a full integration with Snaplify to have just additional ebook resources available on the platform. We also have our RPG displayed here. Again, that's the representative publisher groups of South Africa. Next, we have audience and readership. So this again allows you to just drill down to find specific titles for a particular age group or educational level. And then wholesalers and markets are also available. So this is a quite comprehensive list of various ways on how you can do your searches. So moving on, I'd like to show you the bulk search feature. So bulk search can be used in the case of where you might have a large list of ISBNs that you have to look for. This only works with ISBNs. So here I have just pasted a couple of ISBNs and I can do a quick search just in one go. Just with a click of a button, I have here 7 records that pulled through, and I don't have to go search for all of these individually. So what I see here at the bottom, I can then say, right, I'm interested in that one and this one and that one, and then go further to actually say, I want to add it again to one of my lists. So as we showed the list before, same applies here. You just add it to your list and it will say that it has been added successfully. So just a couple more features on Discovery side before we proceed to explore our list. Here we have a vendor search functionality. So vendor search comes quite handy when you want to find out what is a particular vendor's contact information. So here I'm just doing a quick search to find Bookside Africa's contact info. And now I have it available and I can ask them about pricing and availability for a particular title. So one last thing on Nevada Discovery, which is definitely remarkable to note, is product not found. So product not found is a feature or support feature that we have enabled where you might be doing a search on Discovery to find a specific title that you're looking for. Maybe you saw it on Google or Amazon or someone told you about it, but it is not being picked up by the database that we have available. So then you come over to product not found and you will just populate this form with as much information as possible regarding the title. And you can also say whether you'd like to add it to one of your lists, and then basically just log your request. So it actually allows you to participate in growing our database with titles that you are interested in. And then, of course, you have them available for procurement. So this request will actually go through to the data analyst team. They will add it for you, and then you can actually proceed with your procurement. So I think this gives you a brief overview of Discovery. So now let's go and have a look at our lists. So here I'm just going over to my list. We have added a couple of titles to my list here. I'm opening up my readers list, and here I can see what has been added. So my list is only available to me. No one else that has a profile on Nevada will see what I have in my list. But the moment that I actually proceed with one of these action icons, there are two forms available here. One is a local library list, and then this one is a provincial or a central library list. So this actually enables you to send a request through to your library to actually procure this title. We will start by selecting the active list. Then we can go further and select the library which we would like to have the title procured for. Next, we can select the fund. So the fund will directly be linked to a specific budget. You can proceed to put in the relevant quantities that you need. You will see the pricing information and then have the ability to add any sort of note. Perhaps it can be a recommendation from someone within your team, and you are just putting the request through, so you can put in that person's name, recommended by so-and-so, and then proceed to submit. So here it is just saying it has been completed. And I just quickly want to refresh here to show you the info tag. So this info tag has now been updated to tell me this title or this particular request has already been put through. The ones that don't have an info tag tells me that, I can still send a request over. So you've basically done your job now as a selector. The next step would be for a manager that has access to this admin area. They will have access to, manage your library. That can be to change list details. So those two active lists that we saw at the beginning of that request form can be amended here from a manager's point of view. So this can be details as the list title, the type of list that it is it for your central library list or your local library list? You can put in the list amount, as well as when the list opens, when it retires, the particular budget that might be linked to that list, and then also when it is released to libraries, if it is active or locked. You get the idea. So more lists can definitely be added. But now, as a selector, you have actually sent a request through to either one of these lists. So how do we see the titles that are within these lists? That will be if we go into view. Now we will have a manager page. Let's just give it a second to load. Here we go. So we can here see a quick graph just with an overview of what has been put through, how many titles have been rejected or approved. And the manager has the ability to filter between those two active lists. And then the titles below will display the titles within that list. So here I can just see the request that I have just now put through within this demonstration. Here, all information will be available. The identifier, the title, classification, if it is available, the branch, so the particular library that you have allocated the request to. So the type of request, the quantities, and then the status. This will be a new request. The price, and then very importantly, who was the selector, and the date and time. So all of this information that we see here is definitely crucial to always have together and captured for your forensic auditing periods. So the next step would be for the manager or the approver to actually either approve or reject the request. If they were to reject the request, they can put in a note just as a reason and then submit that. But for this instance, I am just going to approve it. There it tells us it has been successful, and then the status will just be updated to approved. Let's just give it a second. There we go, approved. So on the selector side, they will also get a notification or have that info tag say that it has now been approved. So this is just from a manager's point of view, how the library can be set up and managed. And this instance that I am demoing now for you is for the public library setup. The way on how we run things for academic libraries is slightly different, but also runs on the same principle. Next, we have a section for administrators or managers to actually manage the library. So here, more libraries can be set up. You have different action options there to make amendments. And there's also budgets that can be set up, customized, all of that. So I can just quickly show you what this looks like. So here for this budget, you can see the budget code, the name, the description, currency, the allocation. So that would be the full budget value. And then Nevada has enabled various alerts that you can actually set up. So when your budget perhaps reaches a certain value, then you would get a warning. You can set up a limit error to actually stop any further requests from to go through according or against that budget, so that you don't overspend on your budget threshold. So there's many customizations that can be done here. And again, all of this information from the budget to the reports, selectors, all of that, pricing, everything is put up into a report, which I quickly actually want to share with you all. So this is a business intelligent report that we use within Nevada. It actually gives you some insight into your budgets, what is being spent at what time. And it is quite fun to play around with because it is interactive. If you were to click on one certain section of the report, the rest of the report would change dynamically according to the selected section. Now here I have another preview of a report. So this can be a preview on the data classification that has been procured. So here we have the codes on subjects, and you can just see how many titles have been procured according to that particular subject. So all of this information can definitely be explored and is accessible. I just quickly want to head back to the manager's approval page, as I want to show you that there are various ways in which you can actually capture all the information that you see on the page. So firstly, there's various filters. If you only want to capture the approved orders, you just filter the status, and then you can say you'd like to copy it or export it to an Excel or PDF format. And in that way, you just capture all the information in one go. There's always more info that you can find if you expand the info section, and you can always also do searches. So it makes it quite fun to play around with and just simplistic. You know, we try to keep it as user-friendly as possible. So before I move away from this live demonstration, I also just want to iterate on the support available of the platform. So there is also a ticket system which makes it possible for you to send us requests, you know, any recommendations that you have or issues that you are experiencing. If there's a specific report that you might need, this can definitely be logged in our ticket system, and we can just receive that feedback from you and assist you going forward. It is very important for Nevada to actually get feedback from our clients, because we are quite flexible to meet the unique structures and workflows of each library. So we really prioritize our clients' feedback. Right, so now that we have covered the live overview, I will just jump back to my presentation and we can proceed. Just want to make sure my screen is still good. There we go. All right. So sorry about that. Let's see here. So with Nevada, libraries can accomplish a multitude of tasks to transform their operations. You can gain access to millions of books for procurement of acquisitions, ensuring all libraries can acquire necessary titles. You can also capture all order information for forensic auditing periods, enhancing transparency and accountability in your procurement process. You can achieve cost-efficient organizational management through the platform's customizable modules and streamline your library's workflow. You can collaborate with your library's preferred vendors to foster partnerships and facilitate access to discounted collections. You can also benefit from the comprehensive support and work with robust technology that is flexible to cater to your library's individual needs. So some of our key modules that you can find on Nevada include Nevada Discovery, which is the core and search engine for accessing a vast repository of digital resources. The acquisitions module streamlines book order requests and communications with your suppliers. Our online exhibitions module allows vendors to showcase collections, offering potential discounts to the library. Both parties here can benefit with flexible activation periods as well. And then with our vendor management, you can have a simplified process of inviting and managing your preferred vendors on the platform. The copyright module reduces time and expenses associated with copyright applications, which directly interfaces and links with Dalro, or this can be with a publisher as well. Next, we have our prescribed textbook module, which helps in creating the semester's list with all course materials for faculties and students. And then we also have partnered with Snaplify that offers a comprehensive ebook solution to further expand Nevada's digital capabilities. Now, as a little gift to you all, simply comment yes with your email address in the chat box to gain free access for 1 month on Nevada Discovery, which is the heartbeat of the platform. So what will be included in this Nevada Discovery access? Well, you will have access to the growing meta database, which currently consists of over 60 million unique titles, 17,000 journals, 7 million articles, and 3.5 million ebook resources. You will also have access to advanced features, which includes the 45 unique search facets to curate your searches and results, the 23 various binding formats to select from. You will also be able to utilize the public library special facet, and you can add those titles of interest to various lists, and then proceed to also utilize the bulk search feature. So before our Q&A session, I would just like to conclude that Nevada LMS 2.0 offers a game-changing solution for all libraries seeking to innovate and enhance their operations. We look forward to supporting you on your journey to redefine librarianship with Nevada LMS 2.0. Thank you for your attention. So now let's open the floor to have any questions or to answer any questions that you might have about Nevada LMS and its features, or feel free to share your thoughts, concerns, or experiences related to digital resources and library technology. So let's see here. Do we have any questions? Simon, if you can maybe just help me out if you see anything in the chat. I see there is a hand up. Please feel free to unmute and ask your question.
Okay, yeah. Thank you so much, Ms. Lola, for such an enlightening presentation on the use of Nevada LMS. We really appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to our presenter, Lola, for such a wonderful presentation. I'm going to start with the question from the chat box. Okay, let's work this way, colleagues. Those who want to send their question in the chat box, they can do so. And those who want to voice out their questions, they can raise up their hands, then I'm going to note them. So we are going to work in this way. We are going to take the first 3 questions. Thereafter, we give Ms. Lola an opportunity to answer them. And then after that, we will go to the second round. So our first question here, Ms. Lola, is from Danny Melan. The question is that what happened when you choose open access instead of reader list? This is the first question.
Wonderful
And
question.
then I don't know, do you want to answer this one? Then after that, we give the second speaker.
Definitely, let's do that. Sorry, I just quickly want to bring up my Nevada platform here. So I can quickly show you what open access list entails. So as I mentioned, all articles and journals are free resources that can be utilized. So here I have added a couple of open access titles. I think they all are journals. And I can see here that this is a free product. So if I were to actually open the title, let me see, maybe if I go into this one, there is, maybe it's with articles, sorry. Let's maybe just do a search on articles. Sorry, I have not prepared for this. This is just a demo profile, so apologies for that. Let's see here. So here I'm doing a search on articles. Let's maybe just open this one and see what comes up. So with articles and journals, you will have a reference available. So reference just enables you to click on the link and it will open up with that particular article or the journal so that you can proceed to explore that open access and use it as additional study material or research. But that's basically just how the open access works on Nevada. So you can't actually procure this resource, but it can be definitely utilized by those that have access to the Discovery database. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, I believe Mr. Malan is answered. I believe so.
Great.
And then please indicate in the chat box, Mr. Malan, if you are answered or if you still seek clarity on some of the things. And then we are moving to Khan. Your hand is up.
Good afternoon, colleagues. Thank you for a lovely presentation. I would like to know if it's possible that you can perhaps set up a training with me for Mencosa for not only my staff, but my students as well. Thank you.
Definitely, Mr. Khan. If you can maybe just drop me your email address, or I see it here in the chat, and I will reach out to you. No problem. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And then now we are recognizing M. Yokwana.
Hello.
Hi, yes, we can hear you.
All right. Good afternoon, colleagues. This is the first time that I have to learn about the Nevada LMS discovery. Thank you for the presentation as well. I would like to know, though, that is the platform also applicable to special libraries? Because at the moment I'm working for a special library, court library, and then where to start if you would like to introduce the platform to our own institution, the recommendations, because I would like to recommend it to my management. And then do you also provide trainings starting from scratch, because it is a new discovery that comes to me now.
Yes, not a problem. Thank you for that request. And I will actually, in the chat box, I'm just dropping a link to access a booklet that can give you more information on Nevada. So I believe in one of the last pages, we have a resource that just says get started. And then with just a couple of steps of what we usually do when we have interest from a library. And as you say, it is a special library. So we will just have to have a meet and greet and understand what are your specific needs and how we can have the platform ready for you to utilize. Thank you for that.
All right.
Thank you so much, Ms. Lola. I don't know if do we still have questions. So as we are still waiting for them, don't forget to comment with yes and followed by your email address for free access to Nevada LMS. Do we still have questions? Anyone? Question, comment? Okay. We have Melo. Melo, the floor is yours. You'll be followed by Yunushai.
Maleo.
Oh, my apologies for that, ma'am.
Okay. I know Lola and Leon very well, but now with this launch, I just wanted to find out if the copyright module is available on the new system, or are we still working on the old one?
So thank you for that. Yes, it's good to see you again or have you present in this seminar. So with our copyright module, we have been doing some revamp to it. And shortly, we're going to have it launched on Nevada 2.0, and we will do the transition over to that. But for the time being, you will still be working on the legacy setup, the legacy system, and we just want to do some fine tuning, make sure that it is perfect. And yeah, we'll be very excited to have you over to the new system on copyright. Thank you for that.
Sorry, Lola, can I just come in here?
Yes, Leon, please. So
Okay.
everyone, Leon Dutoy is just also part of Nevada LMS. Leon, if you just want to introduce yourself as well to everyone.
Good day, everyone. My name is Leon. I just want to comment on the copyright issue. So we've got three. So we're very much into the academic institutions, and we've got three modules: the acquisitions, the prescribed books one, and the copyright. And we're in the process of moving from a legacy system to this Nevada 2.0. Last year, we concentrated on the acquisitions model, and we actually finished the development on the prescribed books and the copyright as well. It's in the final testing. We're going to all our legacy clients. Lola will contact them. We will put in a plan for migration for all three of these modules. I just want to mention that, Lola, sorry.
Thank you, Leon. It is Philip White. Can I please further comment on that question? I think from a commercial side, I can emphasize and confirm that all developments, all new developments with regards to prescribed module and copyright are completed. We have and is busy at the moment the successful migration. We do the migrations from the legacy to the new system in phases. And you will be contacted in the next 2 weeks when we will require you to unlock time and a time schedule for the migration. We are happy and very happy to report that we are very, very sort of, if I can say the word, very excited about the new copyright and the prescription model. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Leon and Frida, for clarity. Thank you so much. Now we move to Anushai. I'm not sure if I'm spelling your name correct, and my apologies for that if I'm not.
That's fine. Good afternoon, colleagues. It's Anushi from DUT. Thank you for that presentation. I'd just like to know, how is this Nevada LMS system integrated with the current ILS systems of the library? Is it a separate system altogether, or can we integrate it so that you don't have to, leave one system to move on to the other? How does it work? Thank you.
Can I answer that question, Lola and Leon?
Yes, please go ahead, Frida.
Nevada LMS is a modular system. It can integrate with any other library management system. And at the moment, we have integrated with Symphony, Sahara. We just hear today that we have been granted an API to integrate with WorldShare. So apart from the fact that we are also going to add our own circulation system, we can indeed integrate with any other library management system.
Can I just add another system, please? Folio, if you could look at that as well. Thank you.
Absolutely. We are working with them, and we are in a process of negotiations with them.
Okay, thank you so much. I believe you are answered. Thank you, Frida. And we are going back to Danny?
Thank you, Simon. Just Frida and Leon, when you say migration, does that mean that the current copyright applications that you have, when you migrate it, will that still be available for us as current users? Or does it mean that we have to start from scratch to build up the list that we have?
Hi, Danny. Hi, Danny. This is
Hey,
Frida.
Frida.
I think I wish I could speak in Afrikaans. It's very good to have you on this panel today, Danny. Leon
Thank
will
you.
answer that, but from my side, we will never migrate completely to the new one if you are still using the legacy one. And everything that is being used in the legacy one will be included in the new migrated one. Leon, can you add to that, please?
Okay.
Yes, I must just say we've been migrating and developing for the last 2 years. It's quite a daunting task. It was quite a daunting task. The whole idea is to change the UI for you, but you still have access to all your data that you've put there for the last 10 years maybe. So all the copyright, all the acquisitions, all the prescribed lists, everything will be transferred to the new system.
Okay, thank you. And then just a follow-up. When do you think will the new system be in place and that we start on it?
Donnie, it is ready. And as I said to you, Leila will set up now a performance program with our current clients. And we are really serious about sort of moving forward as fast as possible now.
Okay, thank you. Just for Lola, I'm at University of Pretoria.
Thank you, Danny. So nice to meet you.
Okay.
Do we have any further questions?
Any other question? We are about to release Miss Lola. We are about to close. Is there any other question? Okay, Miss Lola, please share your contact details for those who might want to ask you after this presentation.
Thank you for that. Let me just move over here. There we go. So yes, please feel free to make contact with us if you'd like to find out more about Nevada LMS. And again, I have dropped a link to a information booklet which you can access that will just give you some more information on what Nevada LMS has to offer and all the modules. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Lola. And remember, colleagues, this session has been recorded. So for those who want to go through it the after hours, you can still access the session. And please don't forget to comment in the chat box. You comment yes, and then you also provide us with your email address. Yeah, so thank you so much. And then now we are going to give the podium to our very own Nambita. Nambita, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Chair. Good afternoon, colleagues. I would like to take this opportunity and thank you each and every one of you who attended and graced our precious EL event. As we are emerging, we can't emerge if we are not libraries. We are social cohesion. So therefore, we need to be firstly be emerged, then we'll be able to foster social cohesion because we'll be moving with the technology. Thank you, Lola, for such an informative information that you shared with us today. We are looking forward to those emails for you that will come and bombard your emails. Thank you, Nevada team. Thank you, EL team, for such a wonderful presentation and event. Please don't forget to follow us on our social media to get more information about upcoming events. Have a lovely day. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you very much, Nambita, and everyone for joining. Take care.